Alright, hello everybody. My name is Devin-Foxy Remastered again. And welcome back, and I say, welcome back to another brand new video. That's right, folks. Today I'm going to react to is Fall Guys versus, or should I say, Among Us versus Fall Guys. Meant by saying that. So, anyway, before we react to this Among Us versus Fall Guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully so, and I think it's just interesting when I say the word guys and then saying the word Fall Guys. It's actually funny when that actually is the only thing that makes sense, so, oh, what a funny name. I love it. A little bit of that name, but it was a good joke. But like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and pretty much for me, I'm just a bit tired, just a little bit tired, so... Anyways, before we do continue on with this reaction video, I want to say a few words before we begin this video. That hopefully, like I said, I wonder who might win this one. I think it's either going to be Among Us or Fall Guys, which we're going to probably find out and see shortly, since we're going to probably find out and see what really happens. So, I guess I should say we're just about to find out, I suppose, and see where this goes. And for once, we might as well just see. So, yeah. We'll find out and see, I guess. But anyway, the only story that we're going to probably continue on with is just, well, pretty much like Among Us versus Fall Guys. So hopefully we're going to see who wins. And also, tell me in the comments who you guys think who's really going to win here. Is that we're going to find out and just see. And also, by any chance, I did got a comment, by the way, last night. By the way, I did got a comment from last night, and the person was telling me by saying is like, oh, when am I gonna do pretty much like when Link saves Sonic from Shadow? Well, let me just say this for a few bit of the stories, is that I want to say is that again, I don't want to do it again. Well, I just can't do it. Because the reason why I can't do it is because I'm not trying to lie. It's just that I'm gonna kind of be a bit tired, by saying like, oh, I have to like retake every single one of the storyline. Well, to those who want to say is like, oh, I have to like restart the whole progress again. Well, I don't think I could probably just do that because I just really can't. Because think about it. Like, it's going to be like a retake of retakes. It's just going to get me a little bit boring for hearing most of them. Which I'm not being the offensive guy. I'm just saying is that I'm just trying to, just say is I just don't want to do, like, repeats. Because people in the comments section would say is like, oh, why are you, like, retaking this again? Like, why are you retaking it? Like, that's an example why sometimes I just can't do that, because I only give a one shot anyway, because once there's like a one shot in there, there's just like no like redo anything at this point. There's just like nothing to redo, since apologies, like always, like apologies to the person who actually just wants me to just like do like a recut of something, just like do a recut of like Link saves Sonic from Shadow, which, by the way, I think, like I said, it's just not going to happen again, because seriously, it's just really going to be a waste of a bit of like breath, a little bit from me, a little bit of breath, because it just takes a bit of energy away from me a little bit, because I just don't want to like redo everything else, because it's just the hardest thing to like get me to redo some stuff, because I've already just like got the one up, because I mean, why should I even do the second one? Like, even if it still remains the same, it just really makes things a little difficult. Which I know the person might not understand with the sound, but I did catch a few bit of the sound before the music played, so I just don't want to like go on at it again and just explain again, because again, the same story tells me that the story is that when like, oh my god. So when things like fade in or fade out, you just have to just deal with like whenever it's gonna fade in or fade out at some points, when it's just gonna like kick in for some reason. Like when it just like kicks in for some reason, then it's just gonna fade in or maybe fade out for a few seconds on the timestamp, because you could barely just tell what on the timestamp that you might see anyway. Since I'm just like wanting to let the person know and understand is that I probably would want to do other things besides the same script that I'm just trying to say is that, I probably would rather focus on something like something a bit bigger, like maybe like Knuckles' fourth season for that matter, or maybe another horror killer movie. That's why I'm still working on to this day still, which that's what I'm just trying to say. But unfortunately, I don't have the plush versions right now. They're all in storage since I can't probably be using them, which it still sucks because I probably would not want to say the K word exactly, since it's going to get me a little bit harder to even explain even more, since I don't want to be the one being challenged. So it isn't my fault, just because I'm just going to probably just say it's like, oh, I'm just going to be moving out the state. Well, that's just what I'm saying. It's because it's just full of crazy shitville. That's what I'm just dealing with. And for example, I just don't want to be teased around or just get punched around like I'm some kind of punching bag to kind of like fully explain what I had to say. So yeah, that's all I want to say to the person is just I want the person to just understand what I'm going through a little bit, because I just can't deal with like the retake anymore, because it's just going to be like very difficult to keep doing like rewinding it. So I don't think there's going to be a choice, or think there's going to be like a second-handed option just to have that in or anything, which it's just not going to work, because trust me, it just isn't going to really work. So apologies, and says I'm pretty sorry to the person for saying it's like, when are you going to have it ready? Well, there was my answer. It's not going to be happening. So sorry. I'm just saying is that I can't like do any retakes anymore, since I think carefully and think my knowledge a little bit wisely, because there are going to be some times in my life a little bit that I have to make the calls and make the shots a little bit, even if there's going to be possibilities that could probably have like a positive or negative impact or anything. So there you go. Anyway, with that being said, let's just get back to the main video topic at hand, and do apologies for everybody for like listening to what I had to say. But for people who want to skip through this entire thing, you guys can skip the video when the video is played, whenever I'm just ready to react to the video. So, anyways, that's all I want to talk about. That's all I wanted to come out here and say, and yeah, so sorry if I'm going through things a little bit, and sorry again if I have to say that, but it's true anyway. I'm just going through different things a little bit with some stress that I'm just probably dealing with, like the move out stuff and whatever's just been like affected with me a little bit. It's just that it's just pretty stupid. So anyway, that's all I want to let you know about, and that's all I want to say for everyone. So with that being said, let's react to this video and totally get this video out of the way, so that way I don't have to like, I don't know, just keep talking about things. That's going to be like a broken record for me to explain things. So, that being said, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and here we go. And also, please be sure to subscribe to the original person, the original creator, and support the original video. That way, you guys, again, seriously will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And also, which game do I think which is better? Among Us or Fall Guys? Well, I'm not much of into a Among Us kind of a person. You know what I mean? Among Us is a little bit okay, which I think I'll still give it a bit okay, which, at least the memes are just not going to be around a little bit, which there could probably be a bit lesser memes in Among Us, but still. And also, from Fall Guys, let me just say about Fall Guys is that I think Fall Guys, a little bit for me, it's just I think Fall Guys might be a better option for me, because I just think it's just an interesting game, which, trust me, I think some seasons are a little bit okay, and so is pretty much Among Us, which I think there's just different comparisons between what they do have or don't have, considering they're both own games. So with that being said, let's get it on with, so that way I don't have to keep doing the yap 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 and stuff. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. You guys can play the video like 9 minutes and 30 seconds when I played the video. So there you go. So anyway, back to the video. Fall Guys. Here it is. Here we go.
sleuth and this whole crew could convince the audience to vote you when I'm leaving rhymes to take your O2. So don't be surprised when you choke, dude. But if smaller fries really wanna rap off, then you qualify to have your ass off. Like your online mode had this match drop, cause you're a fraud design jack from Jackbox. Crash and burn, your whole crew's bound. When we trash is flash hack from Newgrounds. Get your room code led to a mismatch when the net's distracted by Stickman. Sold on Steam that you pulled this scheme when they dumped your garbage on phones for free. It's quite the ironic case, huh? Your spaceship took 2 years to take off. No killing me out, man, I can't tell if you're with me or not. When this game about deceptions get rid of with bots. You feel the blabber at a big stake, so my hopes ain't really half when you spread a debate. Get out of my way, there's no way you could banner as well. You got no arms, how you gonna hand me an L? And the biggest challenge from your browser trying to start one. You serve as a like Houston, we have a problem.
Damn, that is interesting. And bro, that was like so freaking interesting. Man, Fall Guys is really freaking beating Among Us. Holy God, okay. We're seeing something. Like, oh my God, there's seriously... Oh, no way, man. But it was actually just happening. Like, holy God, was that interesting. Like, nah. And I also love the fact when he said it was like, Houston, we have a problem. Like, that's a reference I love hearing from this one, so shit, that was a pretty good reference.
Arms, how you gonna hand me an L? And the biggest challenge from your browser trying to start one. You serve as a like Houston, we have a problem.
Get all that junk out of my flight path, cause you're getting bypassed with my raps. This jelly bean's lost its flavor, I got the best comeback since Minecraft.
Try that, yeah, I carry the beat, you'll be top. This season's the only time you'll be on top. For a week you were buzzing with small cloud, but they all rush to me, that's an ultimate knockout. Took over Twitch cause they're bored, off you, I'm roasting this marshmallows more. Costume, Cartoon Royale is all that you can offer. Our votes, you're Fortnite's imposter. It's a you're fitting like your ego when I'm gathering the evidence of everything you brought up. So when I squabble with your Teletubby belly buttons, there is literally no comparison among.
Whoa! Damn! I have to say, damn, that is pretty disturbing by seeing two versions of what they even look like. Damn! Like two actual skeletons. Like this right here on the left. Oh, yikes. I mean, bro, what's with that? I mean, that's just a bit something like, holy Jesus Christ. Like, yo. Okay. Wally, damn. And of course, he's got a bone for a bone. Which I can't even say why, but holy Jesus. And also, I think it's so funny that I might give Among Us 1 point a little bit. And I think like Fall Guys, I may give it 2 points a little bit, but jeez.
Your stage will be a band of the glorious all mine. Go turn off the power and I'm still in the spotlight. Your seasons ain't gonna be making us fraud right. You're forgotten by autumn, it's no wonder they call me Fall Guys. Guy in a spaceship's trying to face this giant in gaming. That's more of a death wish than buddying up with some runner run truck in the neck to surprise when you're ending up headless. Right. You step up to the table and lose. Make sure that the mic is saying I'm mute. So lay back, watch my chaos ensue. You're only fun when they break all your rules. You call it a corner case cause you chase a troop to the moon under a werewolf in space. A murder mystery would have been hardcore, but instead they created Star Clones. Makes sense with your
Star Clones? Hold on. What was that? Wait, what was that?
The mystery would have been hardcore, but instead they created Star Clones.
Oh, I thought it said Star Clones for a minute. What? Oh, that's weird. Well, isn't that just interesting? Chores. Okay, I thought it said Star Clones for a minute, but it said Star Chores. Ah, yes, that's how it makes sense.
Mad, makes sense with your lame apps. They stole from the back of a trend colored tail tag unreal. The amount of glitches present, the imposter must have sabotaged the physics engine. Show's over, so you better be packing this stuff. My little toddler is too old to find a travesty fun. It's pretty sus, the way you keep on following my lead, cause you've been pushing my buttons through it all off your beak. Like your fame, the vote has passed and Fall Guys failed at matching me. So let's see you attract more fans while stuck
in zero gravity!
Okay. Man, that's a hard one. Jesus. Wow, that is interesting. What I gotta say is that is tricky. That is like pretty dang tricky. Who even won this one? Well, I guess I might say my answer and say what I have to say, but let me really go ahead and say it. So, Alright. Which I probably am not going to see that character, so get that out of my memory. Alright, well, who did I really think who won here? Was it Among Us or was it Fall Guys? Now, in this particular answer, I might say is the word Fall Guys. Well, don't get me straight, don't get me wrong, or don't get me twisted or confused exactly, is that who really did one here? I think it was Fall Guys. Now let me just explain the rounds. So the rounds, I gotta say that, bro, I think like Fall Guys won this first freaking round because he was just freaking firing when he literally said like Jackbox or something. I don't know. But seriously, that was like the most interesting thing I'd ever seen. And also, that was pretty true after when he said that one. But yeah, I think that was actually pretty true. So yeah, I think Fall Guys really freaking owned it. Owned them exactly because I think it was so interesting, man, that he mentioned literally Steam for a minute because he mentioned that Fall Guys has not even gotten a game for free, which I don't know if it still remains true though, but I guess I should say how ironic that was, so I'll still give it that right there for a point, since I might say is like, yeah, I'm gonna give him a point since I know that was interesting to hear from, so shoot, man, that is literally interesting. Now, let me say this is that okay, for pretty much round two, who actually won round two, I think it was obviously pretty much likely to be is Among Us, since I think Among Us might probably have won that second round, since I know the fact that I think it was interesting to see that, which, man, that is seriously interesting. Like, very sincere and interesting. Is I think I have to say for like Among Us, I think Among Us may have like some good points a little bit until that was happening. So yeah, a bit interesting. Which I ever heard that before. And then of course, well, I don't know how to say who might win the next one. So I think the next one who probably won here was just like, yeah, I think it was just pretty much likely Fall Guys, since technically I probably say I know Among Us already won this one, so yeah, I'd probably say to my own answer is I don't pretty much follow Fall Guys as much, or should I say Among Us, which I meant saying Among Us, which I think the only fact I probably say is that, well, I did play a few games, a bit of like Fall Guys a little bit, and say it was like, yeah, some games are interesting in Fall Guys a little bit, but I mean, as in for Among Us, bro, I have never even played Among Us a little bit by besides challenging a few different people on the game, which, no, technically speaking, I have not tried it before, which I think I have to say, yeah, that one's going to be a little tricky to even add. So, I think at the end of the day, I'm just going to say Fall Guys, because I mean, Fall Guys has a little bit, at least a bit, like, good capacity a little bit for me, just because I think for me it's a little easier to play it on an Xbox, which I think it's just even easier to play it, so I probably will say that, yeah, I think that's a bit of like an interesting choice since, not to say anything mean to Among Us, which I think Among Us did pretty okay, but I think in the end, I think that was a bit somewhat interesting. So I think technically speaking, that, what I think was true is that, yeah, I think they probably said that, well, they didn't mention that on a Steam or something, which of course he mentioned it on a phone by saying you can get the game for free on a phone. Like, sure, yeah, I think that was a bit funny when I saw that, so, oof. A little bit from what I heard from here, so, I guess so. And I think it's so funny again that this video was alright, which I think hopefully that Among Us didn't try that too hard and try at least to roast too hard a little bit against Fall Guys, because I mean, if that would have happened, bruh, that would have been literally been something. So, anyway, um, with that being said, I'm just going to like end the video and I'm just going to pretty much wrap the video up and just have it done. And also, for what I would probably say by now is I hope that you guys, in fact, absolutely enjoy the video. And also, what I said in the beginning was true, that I'm no longer going to probably like do a recut or just do a rejump or pretty much like get whatever I was going to say exactly. Is I do say again to apologize to pretty much the person in the comments, by the way, by saying is like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna probably happen, since I'm saying it's like I can't probably do any like, recuts anymore, or probably do any retakes anymore for like doing like the same script, by saying is like, oh, I just have to do is like Link save Sonic from Shadow, which by the way I say is like, yeah, I don't think I probably can do that anymore, because it's just going to confuse people in the comments sometimes by saying is like, oh, when am I going to do that? The answer is that no, I probably am not going to, since probably would not even do that anymore. So again, apologies to the person exactly in the comments. So yeah, do apologize. Which, no hard feelings and nothing else, since I don't want to probably like get crappy again in the comments, which I don't want to, because I'm just going through a lot of things I'm just dealing with right now. So that's all I'm just saying, and that's all I'm just wanting to say right now. So anyway, I hope that you guys can understand and also understand what I said, and yeah. Anyways, that being said, I'll see you guys soon enough, absolutely, in the next video. So take care, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And without that being said, I'm just gonna sign off and just get it over with, and just say thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. And likewise, and being said, likewise and always, is please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. That way, guys, again, will not miss a single video that comes onto the channel. So, anywho, I'll see you guys soon enough. Absolutely, in the next video. So take care, sign off, and sign out, and we'll see you guys soon enough. Absolutely, in the next video. So take care, everyone. Hope you guys have a great day. And also, of course, I might be making a few parody videos on the second channel. Like, there will still be a parody videos by the chance that there will still be more parody videos, like with or without the plush characters, which I do again still apologize for that though. Because like I said, I'm going through a lot of different things in life a little bit with me, since I know it's a little bit technically challenging a little bit, which I think it's a bit challenging, but trust me, there probably won't be any challenging anymore if I probably just like, said what I just said about like the move out thing with me, because I'm just dealing with a lot of things in life, which, I just don't want to be challenged, because it's just a little bit difficult what I'm just trying to deal with here. That's just why I just kind of think this is just a little bit more not good for me, since I'm just trying to see what I'm going to do. And of course, we're just going to find out, since I don't know why, but it just really sucks, which, that's all I'm just saying. So, that being said, it's just the truth, as I'm just saying. It's like, you don't have to like me just because I said the truth, because I already just said it. So, what now? Because I mean, I'm not that stupid to say anything else besides the truth. So, anyways, I'll see you next time, and I'll see you guys soon enough, absolutely, in the next video. So take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon enough, absolutely, in the next video. So thanks for watching. Peace out, sign out, and we'll see you guys soon enough, absolutely, in the next video. So take care, bye-bye, and we'll see you guys soon enough, absolutely, in the next video. And by the end of the day, who do you guys really think who won here? Because I mean, for me, I just think that Fall Guys probably would have won, so I think that's probably what I voted for. Since I know that people were going to say is like, oh, Among Us already won. Well, for me, I'm just not into Among Us, which I mean, I pretty much would rather still be into Fall Guys than Among Us, since that's what I'm saying. Which, of course, I'm going to say is like, yeah, the skeletons are a little bit creepier when it looks like that, so pretty much. And anyway, I'm just going to sign off. I'm just going to wrap this up. So thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you absolutely in the next video. So goodbye, sign off, and peace out, and see you guys soon enough, absolutely, in the next video. Signing on out. Bye-bye, everyone, and see you guys next time. And of course, I'm the voice behind Knuckles, Gun Knuckles, and Big Knuckles, and other Sonic characters and non-Sonic characters. So with that being said, I'll see you guys soon enough. Absolutely wants to say again, absolutely, in the next video. So take care, sign off, and goodbye, and we'll see you guys absolutely into the next video. Bye-bye, everyone, and see you next time, and likewise and always, absolutely, in the next video. Bye-bye, see you later, and sign off. Bye-bye, everyone, and see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone. See you later.